Okay, so I think this might be an important video for people who ever considered leaving the United States and immigrating to another country. So I was under an impression that for a long time, a country I considered moving to, it would take me 10 years in that country to get citizenship. And today I called up the embassy just to ask them some questions because I've been trying to, put my foot to the gas on this and actually start making some quick progress because I'm considering about leaving before the end of this year. So whatever happens, I don't know. I don't know if I'll leave the US. I really don't know. But I'm weighing all my options. So I was asking this woman quite a few questions. She was a native of that country, and she basically told me that it would take you such and such time to get citizenship. I said, wait a second. I said, I thought you had to stay in the country for 10 years before you could acquire citizenship, or before you could even apply. And she said to me, where did you hear that? I said, well, I found it on Google when I was searching, all the, all the requirements. And she's like, I said, that's not true? She's like, no. So there is potential misinformation out there being put out by the major search engines on what it would take for U.S. citizens to move to another country. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe she gave me wrong information. But but I mean, this is ridiculous. I just called an embassy, and they told me that's not true. So don't get discouraged if you're thinking about, a new place and maybe you're a better fit for somewhere else. So, with the rest of this video, I think I'll talk about, the idea of moving. I don't know if I'll be able to move. It could be a difficult process. It's not easy to get in there. She was telling me about how to acquire a residency permit, you already have to have a place ready for you to go into and move into before I think you can get the residency permit. That makes it tough. That means you have to probably have a down payment on an apartment, right? Before you even go there. That means you've put money into something that you don't even live in temporary. Now, my goal is to buy a home, but I am not going to go buy a home that I don't live in. That would be really wild because I mean it could be beneficial, but I'm not sending my money overseas and all of a sudden I show up on the soil and somebody's like, yeah, that home never existed, or you never had a right to buy that home, or put the down payment on it. I mean, that would be a disaster. So probably the best thing for me to do is to get an apartment, a small investment down payment on an apartment, and then go there, and from that apartment then shop for homes and then solidify some kind of position. That's what I hope to do. So I'm trying to figure out all the easiest way to do this, and boy, is it frustrating, and it's scary. It's scary, man. If I'll tell you right now, I would be lying if I didn't sit in bed and almost cry some days. Seriously. Because I literally can't believe I feel like I have no other option but to move to a new country. I really feel like the United States of America has fallen apart and has no intent of putting the pieces back together again, as you're even seeing with Canada right now. I mean, it's kind of like the curtains pulled back on the wizard, and this guy's just a tyrant over there. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's like you have freedom so long as you believe you do, right? I didn't grow up like this. This is not right. Yeah, so I'll end the video here. Maybe I'll make a different video about some of the Trumpers and the Biden supporters and everything else, and all the political craziness, but it doesn't really belong here. But yeah, I'm obviously very frustrated, and I would just like to say that if you have similar feelings to me and you may think you're a better fit for somewhere else, don't give up so easily. Make sure you have all the right information. Talk to as many people as you can, as many natives of the country as you can. Talk to people in administrative positions. Get the truth. Get the best information you can and make a decision from there. Don't take things at face value. So hopefully everything works out for your life too. I'm not so sure it'll work out well for mine, but I wish everyone else the best too. And that's the end of this audio.